Hi, how you doing? My name is Tommy Umholtz. This is my final Full Sail University Web Design and Development Projects and Portfolio review video. During this video, I will cover aspects of my professional history and life which I feel are pertinent to my work-life goals. I will also review some of the concepts I've learned with Full Sail and present a few of the projects I've completed for my degree as well. So let's go ahead and take a look. At the age of 18, I enlisted in the U.S. Navy as a propulsion plant engineer, went to school for that, and then, while assigned to my first ship, I was noted as being an exceptional photographer. From that point, the leadership I worked under recommended I apply to transfer my job from engineer to photojournalist. My application being accepted, I attended the Defense Information School, also known as DINFOS, Photojournalism School, in Fort Meade, Maryland, near Washington, D.C. Here I learned advanced still photography, videography, creative writing, and graphic design and digital graphic editing. After graduating DINFOS, I was assigned to the USS Kitty Hawk from Yokosuka, Japan, near Tokyo, where I lived for 2 years until 2005. Included in the description is a link to some of my professional published images hosted on Wikimedia. Though not directly related to web design and development, from 2005, I fell back on my engineering know-how and took work as a refrigeration engineer for the U.S. Merchant Marine. This experience has given me a unique set of problem-solving skills and allowed me to travel and work in places such as Singapore, Thailand, South Korea, Okinawa, Guam, and a few others. Fast forward to 2015, while living in Shanghai, China, I looked at options for pursuing a degree in a technology-related field that requires creativity. I chose to study mobile application development with Full Sail and graduated with an associate's degree in 2016. Within that program, I learned fundamental and intermediate object-oriented programming, relational database administration and schema layout, and user interface and experience principles. The design concept you see is from my final portfolio project from that degree. Shown is a concept for a language exchange app where users give comments in their native language on images shown. The problem which this app tends to solve is to provide a platform which users can exchange colloquial translations for situations as they see them. This is opposed to standard translation apps which often do not have any kind of context for translations given or considerations for what native speakers would actually say in real life. These standard translation apps often give users words and phrases that an actual native speaker would never say or use in daily life. In other words, my app concept is a kind of crowdsourced language learning platform. While working for Linko Talent, headquartered in Beijing, China, my primary task was training for automotive manufacturing clients such as Daimler Mercedes, Ford, and Chang'an as a language instructor. As an instructor, I would be assigned to these companies to give on-site lectures and lessons to clients either one-to-one for upper management and executives or for groups of up to 30 staff members and engineers. Also as a trainer, I would be tasked with producing detailed training content for lessons and for my company's language learning app. These tasks included directing the recording and editing of hundreds of hours of voice-spoken audio content. Working on app development projects with Linko, I realized how further improving my digital arts abilities would give me valuable skills I could use as a professional. So, I re-enrolled with Full Sail in 2019 as a student of web design and development. One of my last classes with Full Sail was to produce a portfolio page, which is what you see here. At first, I considered using a CMS such as WordPress or other framework, but instead I chose to expand on a site I had started a few months prior, developed using the CSS processor SASS, ECMAScript 6, and HTML. This portfolio site is a work in progress, but I can say that I am satisfied with the basic interface and layout. With the projects I produce, I strive to focus on them being lightweight, have simplicity, and intuitive ease of use, providing a needed functionality within those guidelines. The static web page you see here was made for a friend's restaurant in Taiwan and is one of my first completed web projects with Full Sail. As is the aim with all of my projects, this one is designed to be mobile first with a very responsive layout, usable to 320 pixels wide, shown in SE form. We can see it is very nice in tablet, desktop layout, and anywhere in between. The responsiveness is handled with the Bootstrap CSS framework and media queries set at specific breakpoints. This next project was my first project made using the React front-end development framework. The requirement here was to develop reusable React components which allow for reduction in code writing for large web page applications. The header, footer, and advertisement sections are all reusable React components, while newsfeed, messages, and watching sections are individual components that will change when the page's routes change. Form input for this project is handled through passing values to a component's properties or props, which means that the data will be lost if the view is changed or the page is refreshed. This web application is intended to be a communication app for service companies with employees that do technical field work, such as electricians or factory repair technicians. The app provides a clean and simple user interface that someone who does complicated manual tasks could easily interact with. As the degree program's final project, almost all of the web design and development concepts learned were required to be used here. Though the interface is simple, a lot of work went into setting up what isn't seen. Some of the included tech is as follows: test-driven development using Dread Test Runner, continuous development using Circle CI via GitHub with deployment on Heroku, building a Postgres database that connects to the API server via SQLize ORM, user authorization with JSON Web Tokens, bcrypt encrypted passwords, and that is just for the API server. For the web client server, the React framework was used, with application state being managed with Redux and Redux functionality displayed with Redux Logger. Throughout the entire project, ESLint was used to style code and linting. For the amount of time given and the work required to take this project from a design concept to a working application, developing the entire project by myself and getting it to the state it is in has been a major achievement for me. I hope you enjoyed this presentation, and I look forward to working with you in the future. Thank you.